Partial differentiation is an important technique in calculus in which we use multivariable. We do differentiation with respect to one of the variable while holding other variable constant. We use symbol dy by dx in case of ordinary differentiation. But while doing partial differentiation, we use curved d. So it is a partial derivative of y with respect to x. It is a partial derivative of y with respect to x. Sometimes this curved symbol d is called by the name dou. It is also called by the name daba, or in short it is also called as a del. Suppose we consider two variable function f of xy. If you find partial derivative of f with respect to x, then we write dou f by dou x. If you do the partial derivative with respect to y, then you write dou f by dou y. So dou f by dou x stands for partial derivative of f with respect to x. It can also be partial derivative or partial differentiation, one and the same. Similarly, dou f by dou y is nothing but partial derivative of f with respect to y. We can calculate partial derivatives in different order, such as first order partial derivatives, second order partial derivatives, third order partial derivatives, and nth order partial derivative. Suppose f of xy equals to x square plus y square. In this function, there are two variables. X is the first variable, y is the second variable. And we want to find out dou f by dou x and dou f by dou y. We want to find out partial derivative of f with respect to x and partial derivative of f with respect to y. So how to find partial derivative of f with respect to x? So we write f of xy equals to x square plus y square, differentiating partially with respect to x. So we get dou f by dou x equals to partial differentiation of x square plus y square with respect to x. While doing differentiation with respect to x partially, we treat x as variable and other variables, such as in this example y, is treated as constant. So partial derivative of x square plus y square with respect to x equals to partial derivative of x square is twice x, whereas partial derivative of y square with respect to x 0, because we are treating y square as constant and derivative of constant is 0. Therefore, the result of dou f by dou x, that is partial derivative of f with respect to x, equals to 2x. Similarly, if you wish to find out dou f by dou y, that is partial derivative of f with respect to y, first of all, we write down the given question as it is. Then differentiating partially with respect to y. So partial derivative of f with respect to y equals to partial derivative of x square plus y square with respect to y. Now, treating x as a constant and treating y as a variable. So, dou f by dou y, that is partial derivative of f with respect to y. Derivative of x square is 0 because we are treating it as a constant, and derivative of constant is 0. And derivative of y square with respect to y equals to 2y. Therefore, partial derivative of f with respect to y equals to 2y. Consider another example. If f of xyz equals to x cube plus root y plus z raised to 4, find dou f by dou x, dou f by dou y, dou f by dou z, where dou f by dou x nothing but partial derivative of f with respect to x, and dou f by dou y equals to partial derivative of f with respect to y, and dou f by dou z nothing but partial derivative of f with respect to z. First of all, we will find out dou f by dou x, that is partial derivative of f with respect to x. So differentiating partially with respect to x. So dou f by dou x equals to partial derivative of x cube plus root y plus z raised to 4 with respect to x. Now here the terms y and z becomes constant. This is constant, and even the z terms are constant. Therefore, dou f by dou x equals to derivative of x cube is 3x square, and derivative of root y is 0 because y is considered as constant. Even z is constant, therefore derivative of z raised to 4 is 0. Therefore, dou f by dou x equals to 3x square. Now, let us find out dou f by dou y, that is partial derivative of f with respect to y. So, differentiating f partially with respect to y, it can be written as dou f by dou y equals to partial differentiation of x cube plus root y plus z raised to 4 with respect to y. While doing partial derivative with respect to y, x is treated as constant and z is treated as a constant. Only y is a variable. So, dou f by dou y equals to 0, and derivative of root y is 1 upon 2 root y, and derivative of z raised to 4 is 0. Therefore, dou f by dou y equals to 1 upon 2 root y. Dear students, if you find that your derivative is not strong enough, then there is a good news for you. Please visit my playlist on derivatives. I have solved so many problems of different types in this playlist. Okay, let us proceed further. Now we need to find dou f by dou z. That is a partial differentiation of f with respect to z. So dou f by dou z, that is differentiating partially with respect to z, equals to partial differentiation of x cube plus root y plus z raised to 4 with respect to z. While doing partial differentiation with respect to z, we treat other variable as constant. We consider x as a constant, so x cube is a constant and root y is also constant. Therefore, z is only variable. Therefore, dou f by dou z equals to 0 plus 0 plus 4z cube. Therefore, partial differentiation of f with respect to z equals to 4z cube.